Remember the story of the tortoise and the hare, where you have really fast hare and really slow moving tortoise? Well, today we're going to hear more about that hare. He lives out in the countryside not too far from here in a really tiny house. In this house there's the hare, his wife, and all the hare children. Really, the numbers just keep going, they don't stop. There's tons of them. But that house doesn't seem like it's big enough for the whole hare family, does it? Well, that's 'cause it's not. But just a few hops down the road, there lives a big growly bear in a ginormous house. And outside that ginormous house, he has a huge plot of land. But he doesn't do anything with that land. All he has is dirt. So Hare and his family are talking about how they maybe want to get a bigger piece of land. So Hare comes up with a clever idea. Let's go talk to Bear. So Hare and his family all get up and they hop down the road to Bear. Hey, Bear, I got this really great business plan if you want to work together, you and I. We could be business partners. I could plant all the land out there on your field. Me and my family will work on it, and all you have to do is sleep there. You just gotta let us use your land. Yeah, sure. Great, Bear. Well, we'll get started right away, but we have to come up with some teamwork. How about we split it all straight down the middle since we're using your land and we're doing all the work. So, do you want tops or bottoms, Bear? Huh? Yeah, I'll take tops. Okay, Bear, tops it is. We'll get started right away. So Hare and his family go out and get started. They dig up all the land, and then they plant some seeds down, and then they get a big watering can, and they water each of the plants because they want them to grow nice and strong and tall. And because they don't want the plants to take up too much space, all the hare children have to come in and start weeding the land. So they're picking at all the land so that the plants can keep growing. And soon enough, it's time to harvest. So Bear and his family start to gather crops. And first, they pull up the carrots and they separate those, giving Bear the tops, and they give all the bottoms to the hare family. Then they pick up the beets, and they give the tops to Bear and the bottoms to the hare family. And the last crop they pick up is the radishes. The tops go to Bear, and the bottoms go to the hare family. Hey, Bear, this doesn't seem fair. You've given me all the things that people don't want to eat. I don't want these things. You replant that land right now. And this time, I want the bottoms. You take the tops. Well, all right, Hare, we can do that. So you want the bottoms, and we'll take the tops. Yeah, you heard me. Don't wake me up. It's done. So the hare family got started right away, and they dug up the land again, planted more seeds, and added more water. And of course, we want those plants to go nice and big and strong and tall. So then the hare family needs to go weed the garden. And of course, they send out all the hare children. There's so many of them. And they're weeding through the garden, making sure all the plants have plenty of room to grow. And then it's harvest time. So the family comes along, and they start picking up the crops. And they pick up different things like lettuce this time. So, of course, they separated just how Bear asked. He wanted bottoms, and the hare family gets the tops. Then they picked their broccoli, and Bear got the bottoms, and the hare family got the tops. Last but not least, they picked up some delicious celery. They got the top, and Bear got the bottom. Hey, Hare, you did it again! This isn't what I wanted. These are roots. Nobody eats the roots. These don't even taste good. Planted again. You've tricked me twice. It's not going to happen again. This time, I want all of it. I want tops, and I want bottoms. Get to work and don't wake me until it's done. So the hare family got started. Just as usual, they dug up all the ground. They planted their seeds, and they watered all the plants so they could get nice and big and strong. Then they sent out all the hare children, all of them really, this time it was a pretty big crop, to weed the garden. And then harvest time came, and they started to gather up the crops. They picked them up, and this time they had planted corn. So they did just as Bear asked them to do. He gets the tops, and he gets the bottoms. So the hare family gets what's left in the middle, the corn. Oh, Hare, this is it! We're done! We're not being business partners anymore. Get off my land! We're through. I can make my own garden. So the hare family rushes off. They gather up all their crops, and they hop back to their home. So Bear's left alone to create his own garden. Sits there working on it every day. And the hare family, well, they're set. They got tons of crops out of all that tricking of the bear. So they set up their own little vegetable stand and started selling all their veggies. That way they could buy a bigger piece of land. So their house grew from this big to just a bit bigger so the whole family could live. Eventually, Bear and Hare settled their differences and still became friends, but they were never business partners again.